slow down. Chew your food.
Hello, and welcome to Waste of Space, where we analyze aspect ratio usage in cinema, one movie at a time. Today, we'll be looking at the 1984 film Ghostbusters. And yes, there will be spoilers. Ghostbusters was directed by Ivan Reitman, with a script written by two of the film's stars. And its cinematographer was Laszlo Kovacs. The film was shot in the anamorphic widescreen format, with an aspect ratio of 2:3:9:1. Even though Ghostbusters deals with the paranormal and has scary moments, the film is ultimately a comedy, which means most scenes in the film are meant to make us laugh. This might explain why the film features so many close-up shots, since the majority of the laughs come directly from character dialogue and facial expressions. I realized fairly quickly that back in the age of pan and scan, this movie probably worked pretty well on 4:3 televisions. By that I mean many of these shots can be easily cropped to just focus on the characters in the frame, all without losing much, if any, visual information. But the film also has scenes where characters move around and hang out in the environment, which is easily done with a wide frame. Sometimes the camera shows off the environment before zooming in on something or someone in particular. And some of the scenes have the camera follow the characters within an environment, sometimes with very little editing. A great example of this is Louis Tully's party, which follows him around his apartment interacting with party guests before we cut to the Keymaster in dog form hanging out in his bedroom. Now I want to highlight Dana Barrett's hallway because I think it's hilarious. This long hallway provides the film with close-ups, but it also provides long shots, and it somehow never feels wasted, even though it's narrow and rarely shot from the side. Maybe I'm reading too much into this hallway, but I just really love the way it gets used. Speaking of hallways, let's talk about the scene where Slimer is introduced. While there are close-ups and medium shots, most of this interaction is shot from afar, which sort of puts us in Ray's shoes. And of course, the 2:3:9 aspect ratio is perfect for showing off environments in a very wide frame. Ghostbusters has a few of these, especially of Dana's apartment building, but also of the Ghostbusters headquarters and the city of New York. Also, this shot of Venkman. Some of these shots feel really grandiose, like Slimer getting captured or Dana as the gatekeeper waiting for the Keymaster. But nothing is quite as grandiose as when the Ghostbusters have to fight Gozer in the film's climax. That includes epic shots of the Destructor, aka
the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
One final thing I want to cover is the film's montage sequence, where we see the rise of the Ghostbusters. More than any other scene or sequence, this montage takes full advantage of the 2:3:9 aspect ratio by showing us the titular Busters in action, along with news and magazine coverage of the team. I hope you enjoyed this brief look into how Ghostbusters utilizes the anamorphic 2:3:9 aspect ratio. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.